Hello, bud. This is your girl Nikita Shena, and welcome back to my channel. So you already know we already started with the brows. We are going to do a look today. Um, Today I'm going to be doing a look with the 420 palette. I picked this palette up a couple days ago, and I absolutely love it. So this is what it looks like. I am going to get started on a look. I actually don't know what I plan on doing, which is always the case. Um, so I'm just gonna take some P. Louise base and prime my lids. I'm priming both of my lids with this P. Louise base, and I use this base pretty much so my shadows can kind of like show up a little bit more. It can have like a little bit more pigmentation to it. So that's why I like this palette. That's why I like this base. And you can get her base. I think I ordered it on, I want to say Beautylish or probably PLouise.com. She got like a lot of different kind of base. I just bought like the bulk collection one. Alright. So since we looking muted by the eyes, I'm going to go straight into this palette. I'm going to pick up this color called Full Melt right here. I'm going to tap it off, and I'm just going to blend this. I'm going to make this my transition color. And I'm just blending this all out. All right, so I don't know if I want to take this color called Blunt or Wax, but pretty sure I'm going to take Wax just to kind of see what I want to put like more in my crease, just to kind of break up this full milk color. So I'm just testing out that blunt color, and I feel like it just kind of blended in a little bit too much with full melt. So I'm going to go with Wax, and I'm going to take Wax all in my crease, just kind of almost as if I'm defining my crease for a cut crease, because I'm going to make it that pigmented on this dome brush. So again, just take Wax and build up this color. Like, you're going to really see me build up this wax color to get it to this very popping color you see in the palette itself. All right, guys, so you just see me going back into the color Full Melt, and I'm just kind of blending Full Melt and Wax together just so I won't see or have any harsh lines. To me, that is the key when it comes to making sure your transition and your crease color like flow together, is blending those bad boys out. So as I told you before, I'm going to take Wax again, and I'm just going to build this color up in my crease. The one thing I did notice about this palette is that if you want all your colors to pop, you definitely going to have to go back in, reapply, blend, reapply, just so you can be able to get those distinctive colors on your lid like I'm trying to get. So, yep, that's what I did with Wax. So now I'm going to take Chronic. I'm going to take Chronic, and I'm going to put Chronic on my outer V just to kind of deepen it up a little bit. Just kind of give me a little bit more color variation, because I'm going to go in next with Shotgun. So I'm just taking Chronic on like a small tapered crease brush, and I'm just going to pop that on the outer V just to give myself some depth, just a little bit more smokiness to my look, but yet still able to wear during the day. All right, so now that I got the other eye completed, so I'm just going to go back in with that wax color. Make sure I did not lose any of my shades. And I'm just going to reapply that again, because I did feel like I blended it out just a little bit too much to where you wasn't able to see wax. So I'm taking wax again on that same dome brush, and I'm just going to reapply. All right, so now this is my lid color, which is probably like my favorite color out the entire palette because my favorite color is green. This is called Shotgun, and that's all the sister take is a shot. So, or a gun, I should say. But yep, so I'm going to take Shotgun all on the mobile part of my lid. I'm kind of blending this up a little bit up into wax, but you still going to be able to see wax even with my Shotgun on my lid. So I'm just building this color up again to the color that I love in this palette with a small lid brush. So yeah, just make sure you keep tapping in and getting that color pigmentation that you see. So I'm just kind of looking just to make sure I can be able to, like, when I open my eyes up, I can still be able to see the green versus, you just seeing the straight yellow. That's when you see me constantly like looking down and looking up, because what I see down is not sometimes what I see when I'm looking up. So if that makes any sense, I don't know. So next I'm going to take Faded, which is um it's a deeper kind of lime green, and I'm just going to blend Faded, and I'm gonna blend Shotgun and Chronic together with Faded. It's just kind of color in between, just kind of break up that harshness. That's a big color change from Shotgun to Chronic. All right, so I think I am done with the eyeshadows as far as on the lid. I'm just going to go in and I'm going to do a wing liner. My wing liner is super, to me, I feel like it's super simple, but again, I had to practice and practice just to be able to get the type of wing liner I like. So, yep, I just took the Inglot, I think Inglot liner. It's the blackest color they have, and I just use that with a pencil brush. All right, so now I'm taking the lashes from my line, which is Lash Out Loud by Nikita Shena. I'm taking the lashes called Savage, and I'm just applying it with the glue from my line as well. So if you want to check out that, make sure you go to myprettyboutiqueLLC.com and get yourself a pair of lashes and lip gloss, shed, and some lash glue for yourself. So you should see me just kind of making sure they look right, make sure my band is not showing. That's one thing I hate about people that wear lashes, like their band literally be on their lid instead of on the lash line. All right, so moving on to the face, I am taking a mix of Spice Rum and Chai from Too Faced Born This Way foundation collection. I absolutely love it. Like, this is probably like my all-time favorite foundation. Can I actually say that? I know it's a good foundation to wear like all day without it looking cakey. Yeah, so this is a go-to foundation. I'm not gonna quite say that this is probably my favorite foundation, but it's definitely a go-to foundation. Like when I'm trying to get glammed up a little bit and make sure my foundation lasts for at least 8 hours of the day. We're also taking like bomb AF pictures. So I mix both colors together because Spice Rum is a little bit too dark for me and Chai is a little bit too light for me. So I use 2 pumps of Chai and 1 pump of dark Spice Rum to get like the perfect shade that I like. Of course, I'm gonna go back in and highlight. So that's another thing. If my foundation come out a little bit too dark, which I prefer it to be too dark than too light, because I am gonna go in with a lighter concealer and kind of lighten up the or brighten up the middle part of my face. So it's all good. It is what it is. So the brush that I'm using is probably one of my favorite foundation brush when it comes to applying liquid foundation. One of my favorites, I say like that. It is a Smashbox Sheer Foundation. If you have not checked out Smashbox brushes, baby, you sleeping on Smashbox like they are bomb. All right, so now I'm going to take a cream concealer. This is NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer. This is in the color Hazelnut. So I like hazelnut, especially if I'm going for a no makeup type of day. Hazelnut is perfect. It's not too light. It is like, to me, almost kind of like my skin color, just a tad bit lighter. So that's the reason why I'm looking, because I don't want like a super bright highlight under my eyes. So that's the reason why I picked up hazelnut. But I do want a little bit more brightness, so I am gonna go with a Monday, which is my normal concealer shade, just to kind of pop it just right in the center of my like under eye, just to kind of brighten it up a little bit. I love it for that. And I'm also gonna put it on my nose, my cupid's bow, my chin, and I'm gonna take it up just a little bit on my forehead. So I'm just blending that in with a Sephora, I think it's a concealer brush. Like, this is probably one of the best brushes to, and I can actually say that this is the best brush to blend out any type of creamy texture concealer. Like, it's bomb. For real, legit bomb. All right, so I am going in with Fenty setting powder. I think this is in the color Honey. I I got a love-hate relationship with setting powder, especially the Fenty one, because some days like it look patchy up under my eyes, some days it don't. I don't know. I just have to play it day by day and see what I come out with. But yeah. So next I'm going into, I think it's a brand called Essence. If you have not checked them out, please make sure you check them out, especially their lip gloss. Freaking bomb. I'm just taking that well, I'm putting on blush now, but I just use the two darkest shade in the Essence palette to like contour my face. It just kind of bronze me up. And now I am in the BH Cosmetic palette, and I cannot think of the name, but it will definitely be listed in the description box. I'm just taking that peachy color and applying this blush to my apples of my cheek. I noticed that I did a little bit too much on my left side, but your right side. But I'm gonna fix it. Like, don't even worry. Like, I'm definitely gonna fix it. It looks bad now, but believe me and check me, I saw it. I saw it. So in that same palette, I'm going to use the highlight shade, and I'm just going to apply that to the highlighting area. Also on my nose and my cupid's bow as well. All right, so y'all see this look is definitely coming together. So now I'm going back into my melt palette, and I'm gonna finish up the eyes. So I am taking the color Shatter, and I'm going to place this in my inner corner just to kind of give me an inner corner highlight. And now I'm working on my lower lash line. So I'm going to do the same thing I did to my eyes on my lower lash line. I'm taking the color Full Melt, and I'm applying that all on my lash line. Then I'm going to blend that out a little bit with wax, and in the inner corner I'm going to use Shotgun. And then I'm also going to take that shadow color and put just a tad bit like in the center of my eye, just kind of give my eyes like a glowy, poppy type of look. Taking my Fenty Beauty Balm, I think that's what it's called, lip gloss, and just popping it on my lips, and baby, you have a whole snack. Yep, I'm a snack today. Yes, I'm a snack. That is the completed look. I hope you guys love it. I hope you guys do decide to subscribe and stay tuned for the next video. Ciao, love bugs.